going in like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar where you
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Ready, get!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Smith catches left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Hurts. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Watkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk. And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said, touchdown! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And some space here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, here's White. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Opting to run again here with White. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 23-yard run. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
On second down, they'll run with White. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On first down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll go up the middle with White. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. White, he'll try the left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. Crossing route complete to Ross. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and fourth overall. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 77 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From his own end zone, Fields to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 25-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going right side is White. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now.
Now White lost the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he is going to have the Bears first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On the handoff, this is White. And he's got Jerome.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.